Hey, Tanya Eliza here from TanyaEliza.com. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some strategies on how to reshare your product, service, or opportunity with somebody that you think that you might have burnt out in the past. Maybe you've learned a lot from then to now, and you're thinking, man, I wish I would have gone and done that properly, that presentation properly with those people that I exposed in the beginning, because I've learned so much and I've totally messed it up, and I wish I could go back and recoup the opportunity. So that's what this video is all about. So stay tuned. All right, so being in network marketing since 2009, doing a lot of presentations. We're top recruiters in our company, so you can't get there without doing a lot of presentations and dealing a lot with your team. There's a lot of people that say to me, hey Tanya, especially going through your videos now, I've learned a lot, and I realized that in the beginning of when I started my network marketing business, I screwed up some opportunities, and I wish I could go back and re-engage them somehow. Like, what do you do? What do you say? Is it even possible to re-engage people you think that you've burnt out in the past? So there is absolutely a really cool way that you can do this that works really, really well, and it takes all resistance off the table when going back to these people, and it's a really comfortable way to go back to these people and ask them for help, ask them for their testimonial with your product, maybe just trying product. So I'm going to give you that process here in this video. So number one, you want to remember that humility, being very humble, and being very transparent are going to be your best friends when you do this, right? So just think about somebody coming up to you and saying, hey, I'm really sorry, I messed this all up. Would you give me a second chance? And if at all a good person is being talked to, the second chance is always going to be there. So here's what I would do. I would call up whoever you think is worthy of a second exposure that you think you might have messed up. And again, I want you to just also remember to be easy on yourself, because sometimes there's something that you can do to change the outcome, but sometimes there's just not. So, here's a way to test that, right? So go back to your prospect that you think is worthy of a second exposure. You think they would just be really good if they caught the vision. And I wouldn't go back to anybody that's negative or weird, right? But go back to them and just apologize. Now, I would just be 100% transparent, and I would say something like this. Hey, John, this is Tanya. I just wanted to reach out to you and apologize. And John's going to be like, well, what for? And be like, look, I started in my business a year ago, and in the beginning I was new. I didn't know much. I was actually just really excited. And I think when I shared my product, service, or opportunity with you, I completely messed it up. I did things all wrong. And I just am realizing this now because I've learned a lot along the way. And I just want to say I'm sorry. Okay, now what's that gonna do? Okay, that's gonna start the conversation and take resistance completely off the table, and that's what you wanna do as fast as possible. And then I would transition, well, how do you get them to kind of take a second look? And I would say, John, here's the deal. I know for a fact that the business side of what I do will probably not even interest you at all. I don't think you would be interested in it. I don't know if it would be a good fit, but I doubt you'd be interested. But here's what I do know. From the moment I originally shared my product, service, or opportunity with you to now, a lot has happened. Now, here's where you want to insert a testimonial story. Either you have a testimonial story that you have that's great when it comes to your product, okay, so make sure you have a good testimonial story, or even your teammates or your other customers might have a great testimonial, right? And you want to share that story, and remember, facts tell, stories sell. And be like, hey, John, here's the deal. From when I originally talked to you to now, so much has happened, and we truly, what I've realized is we have this amazing product line. Here's what's happening. Insert one short story. Don't be too salesy or hypey. Okay, just say, look, I'm having an amazing time with this product. Here's how it's helped me. Now, I know for a fact that we have this amazing product, and I think you would love it too. Now, I have no idea unless we give it a shot. And I'm coming to you because I completely respect you. I look up to you. So insert a genuine compliment and say, look, I would not be doing what I do justice if I didn't ask you to do me a huge favor, and with zero obligation at all, zero pressure, would you do me a favor and try out this product that I have for the next 30 to 60 days? Again, no obligation, but what that would do for me is it would give me a great product story that I could hopefully add to my business. If you love it, great, we can talk more on that. If you don't love it, that's fine too, no harm done. But at least I know you had an opportunity to try this amazing product that I've now had the opportunity to experience properly, and I've learned a lot along the way, so I know how to do the business properly now too. Would you do me that favor? And again, I am so sorry for messing it up in the beginning. All right, so what's that gonna do? If you're talking to anybody that has a pulse, or I should say a heart, okay, and a caring heart, because there's people out there that have nasty hearts, I know. But if you're talking to anybody that has a caring heart, they at all respect you, what would you do if you were asked that question, right? You would say, of course, I'll try it, 30, 60 days, no problem, for a friend. Oh my gosh, they respect me, they look up to me. Of course, I don't wanna let them down, right? So what are the elements of that? Apologize and be humble and be transparent. Tell them that you messed it up. And then also you want to tell them that the business side of what you do would not be for them. A lot of people get turned off if you go too hard business first and not product oriented. People love buying products and supporting the marketplace, right? And then just ask them for a favor to try it out. No harm done. Just, you know, no obligation, no long-term obligation, no hard feelings if they don't love it. You just want to see how it goes. You wouldn't be doing your product justice if you didn't, you know, get it out there and get feedback. Would you do me a favor and give me some feedback, right? And make sure you ask for the sale. Hey, would you be willing to do that for me? Right? And then, you know, to go through the presentation again and walk them through getting his, you know, 60-day sampling pack or whatever it is that you do. But that's the way to go back to your burnt market. Now, here's what I'm going to leave you with, because in every episode of Tanya Eliza TV, I like to leave you with a great business resource that you can download for free and you can implement immediately in your business. Now, what do you do when John says, yeah, sure, I'll try the product for 30 to 60 days? Now, how do you follow up to get them into a more committed schedule with you? Well, I call it my Be Back follow-up guide. Okay, so I put this together especially for you after you watch this video. I want you to download it over on my blog at tanyaeliza.com/25 download. We'll leave a link in the description box if you're on my YouTube video, or you're watching this on Facebook, or if you're on the blog, there'll be a link below the video. Make sure you pick that up because it's going to show you the exact process, what to say, when to do it, to follow up on all of those be-backs to get them into a longer term commitment with you. If it's just keeping them on auto ship with your product, or having them give you referrals so you can work through the referral network that they have as well after they build a product story, and or get them started in the business because they love the product so much and they actually want to represent it. So make sure that you get that, because it's going to take you from, yes, I want to try this product, to here's how you take that person further with you in your business, or as a customer, or as getting referrals from them. And it's called my follow-up Be Back guide. How do you like that, right? Follow-up Be Back guide. tanyaeliza.com/25 download. We'll leave a link. Go grab it on the blog. Now, did you love this video? If you did, please do me a massive favor. Share it with anybody that you know, your team included. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. We release a new video every single week with a new resource for your business, and people are loving all of the content and all of the freebies that we put together for you. And make sure to download that freebie and use it in your business immediately, and make a list of those people that you can go back to that you want to use this strategy on, and do it right away in your business. Don't procrastinate on the actions that make you the most money. We will see you next week on Tanya Eliza TV.